This evening, the holy month of Rajab will be starting, and with the beginning of the holy month of Rajab, the three sacred months will beginning, which are the sacred month of Rajab, Shaban, and Ramadan. However, the month of Rajab has another specialty. It belongs to the four haram months. There are four haram months, which are Rajab, Dhul Qadar, Dhul Hijjah, and Muharram. And the whole blessed month of Rajab is one of those four haram months. And these months have special characteristics. And the holy month of Rajab has that specialty that it not only has the blessings of being one of these three sacred months, but at the same time it also has the blessings of being one of the four haram months. Therefore, we should realize that this month of Rajab is an opportunity for us from which we should be benefiting. It is a sacred month, and this sacred month will be starting this evening, tonight. And inshallah, after Maghrib prayer, the sacred month of Rajab will have started tonight. Of course, we follow the lunar calendar, and the beginning and the end of a month is determined through the shape of the moon. And however, we now live in a time when people don't even know where to look in order to see the moon. They don't know where the new moon arises, so we follow what our government says. So we obey what our government has determined as the start of the month of Rajab. And inshallah, may Allah Almighty accept us this way. And during the holy month of Rajab, it is the tradition to seclude oneself, and it is recommended to do a partial seclusion of 1 hour or 2 hours, how much one can do. However, there is no permission to do a full seclusion, which means to retreat and seclude oneself for 40 days and to remain in one place for 40 days. There is no permission to do this 40-day seclusion. Because people these days, they don't have the endurance and they don't have the patience to do so.
akşam yatsı arası ya ikindi yatsı arası ya sabah teheccüden işrağa kadar yaktım.
And however, Allah Almighty does not deprive us of the blessings of having made a seclusion during the holy month of Rajab. Therefore, He Almighty Allah offers us to do a partial seclusion, to do a seclusion just between prayer times. For example, to do seclusion between Maghrib and Isha, or between Tahajjud and Ishraq.
Ondan nasıl vazifeler var, onları yapabilir.
And one may perform one obligatory prayer and then sit down and then may perform dhikr or fulfill his duties or instructions up until the next prayer time, and one may do this with the intention of having performed a seclusion.
Onların faziletine nail olmak için
And by doing so, you will be receiving the rewards of having performed a seclusion, even though it is just a partial seclusion in between prayer times.
Mersin'de tarikatında olup da halvet yapmayın olmaz.
Because it is the requirement to be, if you follow the Naqshbandi Tarika, you must have performed seclusion. Without having performed seclusion, you cannot be a follower of the Naqshbandi Tarika, and this is a way for us to perform seclusion.
Onun için o kısmı halvet de büyük halvet eline getirdim.
And Mawlana Shaykh Nazim said that this partial seclusion is tantamount to having performed a full seclusion.
Nazım Hazretleri kolaylık, her şeyde kolaylık insanın olur. Zora gelmiyor.
And this is what Mawlana Shaykh Nazim has told us and gave us the glad tidings, that to do a partial seclusion, just to do seclusion from one prayer time and wait and do dhikr up until the next prayer time and do one's wazifa, is considered and will be rewarded as having performed a full seclusion. We now live in a time when people don't have the endurance or the patience, and they cannot manage or cope with difficulty.
Çünkü onlara merhamet olarak ahir zamanda yaşadığımız
And this is why we now have this possibility of performing a partial seclusion as a mercy, and it is a mercy for the people of the end of times.
ahir zamandasılar sahabe eserimiz bizim 99 yapıp da birini eksik yaparsanız bizim mesuliyetimiz var. Ahir zamanda gelip %1'ini bile yapsak onlara yeterdi.
And our beloved Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, said that he spoke to his companions, may Allah be pleased with them, and he said to them, if you only missed 1% of what you needed to do, even if you had performed 99%, it would not be enough. However, in the end of times, if people only did 1% of 100% and left out and missed the 99%, it would still be enough for them, only if they did 1%. That is the blessings and the glad tidings for the believers of the end of times. Therefore, we are thankful to Allah Almighty, and we are thankful for making things easy for us. And since things are made so easy for us, the least we should do is to do them.
Tabii oruç da var. 3 ayların tadının dostum muhtemelen birinci gün ondan sonra Perşembe kandildir onu tutup sonra da Perşembe Pazartesi Perşembe hatta fazla tutabilen dostum.
And of course, one other practice to be performed during the holy month of Rajab or throughout the sacred 3 months is to fast as much as one can. And one may fast every Monday and Thursday. One may start fasting on the first Thursday of this month. If one can do so, one can fast throughout the entire month or the entire 3 months. And there will be great blessings for you to be obtained through fasting in these months. There will be blessing for humanity to fast in this holy month of Rajab.
Günlük Recep ayında 30 rekat var.
And then there is, in addition to fasting, there's another practice to be performed, which is to perform 30 rakah within the month of Rajab.
Onu her 10 günde bir 2 rekat tutsa, her rekatta bir Fatiha, 11 İhlas,
So it is in total 30 rakah throughout the entire month of Rajab,
30 rekat.
and one needs to recite a Fatiha and 11 Ikhlas, and one may perform these 30 rakats of prayer, praying 2 rakah, and in total they must sum up to 30 rakah.
Bütün ay için olur. Her gün yani hepsini birden kılmaya gerek yok.
And you don't need to perform these 30 rakah each day or in a single time. You may spread these 30 rakats throughout the entire month of Rajab.
Bir günde bir 2 rekat kılsan, böyle faziletini kazanmak için
So, for example, you may perform 2 rakah every second day in order to receive the blessings of these 30 rakah.
onu tesbihatı var. Subhanallah. Her 10 günde değişik değişik. Onları zaten yazılı olarak talimat var. Onu yaparsın.
And there's also a special dhikr to be performed throughout the holy month of Rajab, which is different every 10 days. There's a special dhikr to be performed every 10 days, and these instructions, they will be written out so that people can read.
Allah mübarek eylesin.
May Allah Almighty bless this holy month of Rajab for us.
İnşallah mübarek olsun. Hayırlara vesile olsun inşallah. İmanımıza olsun.
May this be a blessed month for us, and may it be the means for our strength, for our faith, iman, to increase.
Müslümanlara hidayet olsun. Onlara
And may it be the source of guidance to people,
muhafaza olsun şeytan şerrinden.
and may it be a protection for the believers from the evil of shaitan,
Ahir zaman şerleri fitnelerden muhafaza olsun inşallah.
and may this blessed month be a protection for us from all kinds of evil, badness, and malice of the end of times.
Allah mübarek eylesin.
May this be a blessed month, and may it be for us the reason to reach Mahdi alayhi salam,
İnşallah daha da güzel günler olur inşallah. İmtihan günleri. İnşallah Mehdi Aleyhisselam'la güzel günler olur inşallah.
and we now live in difficult times of being tested, and there are good days ahead of us with Mahdi alayhi salam, and may we reach those beautiful days with Mahdi alayhi salam.
Allah hepimize nasip etsin.
May Allah Almighty allow us to reach those days with Mahdi alayhi salam to all of us.
Allah. Peki, Al-Fatiha.